Hey, kings and queens. Sandra Fenwick here, your mortgage consultant. I'm here. Mortgage experts in the building. I am trying to start my live on Facebook. Oh, there you go. Hey, kings and queens. Sandra Fenwick here, your mortgage consultant. Coming on doing a recap. You need to see my shirt, mortgage experts in the building. We are engineered to empower. Engineered to empower. Today I'm tired, guys, because we're getting ready to head upstate New York for my brother's wedding. He's getting married on Saturday. I'm so excited. I love my sister-in-law, and I'm excited for this union. I haven't been to a wedding in a few years. I pulled the thing out. And I'm tired. I've been doing hair and packing and shopping and everything, trying to get ready for this wedding. And it's going to be a stone cold blast. Put the phone down. Okay, so today I wanted to recap today's workshop. We talked about the one-time close loan, or from dirt to doorsteps, right? The one-time close loan is where you can purchase land, build your house, and build it all in one transaction. So before they came up with the one-time close loan, you used to have to get a land loan to buy the land. And then you had to do a construction to perm loan. And then you had to do a permanent loan where you wrapped all of that up in one. So that was 3 transactions, 3 sets of closing costs, 3 title fees, all of that. In this loan, it allows you to do all 3 of those things all in one transaction. So I thought it was important to do this because last week we went over the renovation loans, which was amazing, which means that you can buy a house and fix it up all in one loan and just renovate an already existing structure. But with the one-time close loan, you can build it from the ground up. So you have to choose your builder, vet your builder, your builder needs to be approved for this loan. And approved with the bank. So all of their history, I'm tired. Their work history needs to add up, so they need to have some type of experience building a house like the one you're requesting. So, for example, if they're a builder that only done renovations and they haven't built anything ground up and they're a contractor, then they may not qualify with certain lending institutions. So the builder is vetted, and the builder have to apply to be approved to do these types of loans as well. So you have to find your land, make sure that the land is zoned for what you're trying to do and it's accessible. So let's say you buy a plot of land, but there is no paved road anywhere near this land. So if your budget is $400,000 and the land costs $80,000, you got $320,000 in the budget to build this property, right? Let's say you got to build a concrete road so you can get to your house where you want to put it. That's going to eat away a lot of your budget. So you have to make sure your accessibility is good, right, on that property. Make sure that it's zoned for what you need. So if it's not zoned for residential, but it's zoned for commercial, it might be the perfect land in the perfect area, or if it's zoned for industrial, or it might be swampland. You have to make sure that the land that you're choosing, it could fit your purposes, because you don't have to want to go through changing zoning and all of that, getting permits and all of that. That's too much. That can eat up away the time that they give you to get this project done. So, and then you have to make sure that your budget includes contingencies. So if you can go up to $400,000, you might want to use just about $380 of that. So you keep about $20,000 in a contingency fund just in case you need that for incidentals throughout this project. I went into a lot of detail. If you guys want a copy of this, it was eye-opening for me because I haven't done a one-time closed loan in a long time. So it was a good refresher for me. And it went into details about the entire process, how the phases are set up, how the builder draws the money out, the inspections that's done throughout, the warranties. Now, even if you went to like a D.R. Horton or Ryan Homes and you bought a new build on one of those projects, they still, once they build that house, they not got to give you a warranty on that house, because you don't want to get in there and stuff start falling apart after 2 months. So this is the same for the one-time closed loan. If you get that, the builder also has to offer you some type of warranty, and the bank needs to see that. I went through what the appraisal looks like. The appraiser, they value the land, but they also go through your plan, your specs, your all of the supplies you're going to need, materials, all of that, and they're going to determine the after construction value. So what is that house going to be worth once it's built? So based upon what's on paper, the appraiser can say, okay, this is this is going to be the value of this property to be completed. And then after the property is completed, the appraiser goes out and looks at the structure, make sure everything's done the way that you put on that paperwork, and then they'll make that the completed as is value. Okay. They're also going to look at comparables in the area. So when you're coming up with the design of your home, you want to look at homes in your area, how much they go for, what type of fixtures and features, what size is it, and all of that, to kind of get ideas for what you are going to put into your home, because the appraiser is also going to look at comparables. And then they're going to say, well, determine on what this house sold for and the value of this house is also potentially worth that much as well. So those are some of the things you want to do. Your first step is going to be to get pre-approved, so you'll know your budget. If your pre-approval allows $550,000, then you know what your budget is going to be for the build and the purchase of the land. So you may not want to go purchase a plot of land that costs $300,000, because then you got $250,000 left in your budget to build with. But if you find a house for some land for 50, 60, 100,000, then you got a larger budget to build the house the way that you want it. So get pre-approved is the very first thing. Meeting with your builder to go over the specifics that you want, and writing up the plan. Picking out the materials you're going to use. Picking out your light fixtures, your tubs, your vanities, your the appliances you're going to have in your house. All of that's important to your budget, because that all is all in. The appraiser is going to go over your soft costs, which is your permits, and all of the admin fees that go with that. Right, so all of that is in this presentation. It has been recorded. If you guys want to get a copy of it, go to my page and fill out the registration form. And tomorrow, once the video is finished processing, I will email it out to you, and you can look at it whenever you can, because it goes into very good details about how this loan program works. You can also use this one-time closed loan if you already own land. So if you own that land free and clear and you want to build a house on it, again, check out how it's zoning, check out how easily you can build on it. Is it already utilities installed on that land or nearby where it's going to be easy for you to lay pipe for the plumbing? Does it have a well or a septic tank on it already for your water? So is it zoned for residential purposes? Do you need to get the zoning changed? Look at your land that you own and make sure that, you don't need to do a whole lot to get that property ready to build on. If you own that land free and clear, you may be able to pull equity out of that land to pay your closing costs and down payment depending on what that land appraises for. So that is a great thing. You may be able to pull equity out of the land that you already own to put towards your transaction. My computer is lagging. Close unused applications, your live stream. Excuse me, y'all, 1 second. I think it's my Google Meets. It may be your live stream is experiencing performance issues. Try closing any other applications. Salam, what do you want to say? I don't need a co-host right now. You can post what you want to discuss in the comments, and if it's pertinent to what I'm talking about, then I'll add you to the live. But right now, I don't need a co-host. Love you though. Thank you. Oh no, let's cancel. My Facebook Live is acting up, y'all. So I was just I'm on both Facebook and here. And I'm looking over that way because I have a second monitor here on my screen that helps me with my presentations. Well, Facebook be dry anyway, so. Let's come back over here to TikTok. You guys be litty over here. Hey, TikTok. So, okay, let's get back to the point. One time close. So that's all the things we discussed in this presentation, in this workshop. If you have any specific questions about this, then I got you. I'll answer those for you. Any specific questions, if you are interested in buying land and building, because I know everybody want a fresh, brand new house sometimes. Now, it depends on who building it and why, because a lot of people get these new builds and they falling apart after 2 years. They got nails popping off the walls and stuff. That's why it's important to get a home inspection throughout this process as well. So, we'll go into home inspections in probably the next couple of weeks. I'm going to get my home inspector friend to come on and do a workshop with me so you can know the things to look at. But when you're doing a new build, if you go to a D.R. Horton or a Ryan Homes or one of those large builders, you can also use this loan to buy one of those as well. So keep that in mind. If you don't like the terms of the loan that they're trying to give you they're going to offer you a whole bunch of help and closing costs if you use their lender. But sometimes you may not like the terms of their loan that they're giving you. You might not like the loan officer you're working with. You might not trust them. You can use the one-time loan. I can help you buy one of those homes as well. However, if you don't want to be in a subdivision where all of these cookie cutter houses in your house, I have a friend whose mom just got a house built out in La Plata, and it's in a new project. And when she first moved in, her house was here, but it was empty lots right next to her, so she knew exactly where her house was. When they finished building the houses in that empty lot, she went home and didn't know which house was hers. Like, that's how identical they look. Like, she got lost trying to get to her house. She had to look at the house numbers, right? Because they all look the same. That's my biggest gripe. One, they throw them houses up too fast. Two, and they all look the same, right? They're nice. They're very nice houses. So if you want a brand new house, you want to build your own house, the one-time close is the way to go for you, because you can customize and then you can kind of control what goes into your house. I know they allow you to pick out your fixtures and your towels and all that stuff. You can do that on your own with the right builder. Just hire a good builder and you can go off and do that on your own. So these loans are available for you to do that. One-time close, you can purchase the land, build the house, all in one loan. Or if you currently own loan, if you own it free and clear, you can pull some equity out of that land and use it to go towards your transaction, right? The house has to appraise. So don't go building no gondolas and no waterfalls in your backyard and you in a neighborhood that don't support that value, right? Don't go thinking you're going to get a $500,000 house and the house is not going to appraise for what you borrowed. If that happens and the appraiser don't deem that house being the value of what you're trying to borrow for it, then you might have to come out of pocket for that amount, or you might have to change some things around in your plans. You may have to get the quartz countertop instead of the granite countertops. You may not be able to get the solid gold fixtures in your bathroom. You may have to get some copper, or so it has to make sense in the numbers. The bank is not going to loan you more money than the house is worth. And the appraisal tells you what the house is worth. Okay? So, again, go to my page. Pull up the registration link if you want to if you want to see the full presentation, because again, it's really, really detailed and it's going to give you knowledge before you go into saying, I'm just going to have me a house built. This will tell you everything you need to know. Next week, we're going to go into becoming a loan officer. A couple people, 2 to 3 people have asked me when I was going to do a workshop on that. I'm going to go into detail about what it takes to first get licensed, if you're not licensed already. What it takes after you get licensed, because the license just teaches you how to legally do your job. Got to make sure you know the laws and the rules and the regulations, and you're held to that standard. The license doesn't teach you how to do this job. Doesn't teach you how to structure a loan, how to pick the right loan program for people, how to read a credit report. It tells you how credit works when you take those classes and get your license, but it doesn't really tell you how to really help your clients. License is important because you need to know how to legally do your job. But after you get that license, there's a whole nother set of training you have to go into. You have to build your own database. You have to build your own clientele. This is your business to run. If you become a loan officer, it comes at a cost if people are spoon feeding you leads. If you're with a brokerage that's giving you leads all the time, that brokerage is going to get paid for doing that. You pay them to give you leads. So it's best for you to know how to go build your business and grab your own clientele. So I'll go into that. What's required after you get your license, the systems, the CRMs, following up with people, how to structure your work days, especially if you're doing this full time. It's so easy, y'all. It's so easy to sleep until 11 o'clock. I'm not lying, because there's nobody on your back. Nobody's calling you saying, hey, you got to be here at 9 o'clock or you fired. Nope. So you have to be able to structure your days properly. You got to have your right systems in place. You have to have certain days that you do things. And you have to know why you're doing it. If you're getting into the real estate business in 2026 with the market that we are in and the administration that we are under, you got to be prepared to work. Remember in COVID when the interest rates went down to 2%? Baby, people was beating down your doors. You couldn't get them pre-approved fast enough. Now the interest rates are up 6.5%, 7%. Now people are getting laid off of their jobs. Now people don't really have money because everything's so expensive. They can't save money to buy a house. So the market is getting really, really tight. People are selling their houses because they can no longer afford them. It doesn't fit in their budget anymore. So you have to know as a good loan officer to withstand the test of time in this business, because that's what it does. Up and down. We had the housing market crash in 2008. We had COVID 2020. And then the market went crazy on that. People were standing around in line around the corner to buy one house. It went crazy after that. That was a different market. And then we had the new administration come in and the interest rates went up. Cost of living went up. But salaries not going up. So how do you adjust in the different real estate markets? I did workshops on these loan programs that we offer. Do you know if these loan programs are not making these investors money, they will cut it. This is no longer available. And we just get an email. You might have a client pre-approved and just went under contract to build a house. And they can send me an email tomorrow like, nah, it's not available anymore. We don't offer it. We no longer offer it. It doesn't support. Now you got to find out how to get this client approved for a different loan program. So next week's workshop is going to be teaching about not only becoming a loan officer, but how to maintain, how to survive the market that we're in, what it takes to be one, what your investments look like, how much the class costs, how much the license costs. We have to renew our license every year. We have to take continuing education every year. You have to get licensed. You have to do the federal training, which is statewide, but certain states also make you train on materials just for their state. And then you have to apply for your licenses in each state that you want to do business in. If you're not licensed in Virginia, you cannot do loans in Virginia for primary residence. But then so if you look at realtors, right, realtors can make money so many ways. They can be the listing agent where they're going to help you sell your house. They can be the buyer's agent where they can help you buy your house. They can help investors. They can be a showing agent. They can make money so many different ways as a realtor. But as a lender, we can make money in different ways too, because we can help you buy your primary home. We can help you buy investment homes. We can help you if you're flipping multiple homes. You want to buy this home, flip it, buy another one, flip it, I can help you with that. I can help you buy commercial properties. I can help you get business funding. So there are several different ways you can make money in this industry. The biggest thing is building and creating lasting relationships. So if you're thinking about getting into real estate on the lender side, there's two separate things. I'll also go into that too. Buying a home, buying real estate, not just a home that you live in. This is commercial, investment, whatever. Buying real estate requires a vehicle, right? I might be the steering wheel because I'm the lender. The realtor might be the tires, right? And then the appraiser might be the transmission. And then the title company might be the radiator. Like we are in the same car trying to get you to the same destination, but we do completely different things. A car can't ride without a steering wheel. Definitely can't ride without tires. Can't ride without a radiator. Can't ride without a transmission. So we all work together as one cohesive brand, but we do totally different things. So me as a lender, all I do is get you the money to buy the property. The realtor go take you to find the property and get you writes the contracts and the terms for that purchase. But I get the money for you to be able to get that. So you got to know, as a lender, you stay in your lane, you help get the money. That's all you do. And then you partner up with realtors, title companies, appraisers, home inspections, and we all get together and we help you accomplish your goal. All right? So next week, Wednesday Workshop Academy, we'll talk about becoming a loan officer, how to build your building and your business, and how to maintain in these types of markets. All right, guys, again, DM me if you want a copy of today's presentation. You want to know how to build your own house, how you can buy one house, buy the land, build the house all in one loan, and what that process looks like. Let me know. I'll send you a copy of the recording. Guys, have a good night. Love y'all. And I will see y'all next week. I might go live before then, but. All right, I'm ending on Facebook, and I will be ending on TikTok.